Gabe Cohen had a fascinating conversation with Dr. Fauci about masks, the holidays, and what next year could be like. We begin with a story you'll only see here.
Well, our conversation with Dr. Fauci covered a range of topics, everything from the latest vaccine timeline to his frustration with people who still think COVID is a hoax.
Let's begin with the big news from Pfizer today. Do you expect that we could see people getting vaccinated in early December?
I don't see early December. The way we're hearing it from the people who are more directly involved in the actual delivery of vaccines to the sites where they can be ultimately administered, it is more likely to be towards the end of December rather than early December.
Holidays next year, do you think people will still be wearing masks?
You know, I don't know. I hope not. I think if we get a good uptake of vaccines and we have, like with measles, where the overwhelming majority of the population gets vaccinated, then I think we could have a very close to normal holiday season in 2021.
We've obviously seen reports of people in ICU beds with COVID who, till their dying breath, still believe that this is a hoax. First of all, what do you think of that? And also, are you concerned that millions of people still believe this is a hoax and won't get vaccinated?
Yeah, I am very concerned about that, Gabe. That's a very good question. It's astounding how what you said is true, that people who are in IC beds, people who are in the hospital, still believe it's a hoax. It's stunning that that's the case. It's almost unbelievable, but it is true because we are seeing that. That's going to make it very difficult for people to get their arms around this concept that you're dealing with a very threatening outbreak. And one of the tools that we now have available is a vaccine. And it just seems extraordinary that people don't want to rush to get the vaccine as opposed to being skeptical about it.
What specific policies would you want to see the Biden administration put in place on day one?
Well, the things that I keep talking about all the time. I mean, we're talking about the universal wearing of masks right now because we're in a big surge.
So you would want a universal mandate?
You know, but it's not going to come centrally. Again, mandates are difficult when you start telling people what to do. Sometimes they push back, and that's the reason why I have not been in favor of, not because I don't think it would be effective, because I think people would push back.
Are you going to get the vaccine as soon as you qualify?
Yes, I will. If the FDA approves the vaccine, I will definitely get the vaccine.
And you can see our entire interview with Dr. Fauci on our website. Just go to WUSA9.com. In Washington, D.C., I'm Gabe Cohen.